Venus, the beautiful goddess of love, of luxury, of conveniences. She was known to represent everything that felt good, that tasted good, that smelled good. That was Venus, the goddess of love. Now, when Venus was with her lover, Rahu, North Node, as he was also known, they were enjoying themselves on a land that was full with agricultural growth, plants, food, animals, stock, everything that represented wealth. And they ate good food, and they wined and dined and loved on each other so much, building family, building principles and values. They were so in love, fixed in the family beliefs and their values, with all that they thought would represent what family is all about. And then one day, Venus rushed. I have to go. I have to go and visit my sister. I have to go visit my sister in the 8th house. I have to take a ride, a boat ride, and I will descend into the waters, into the deep, deep waters. And when I come back, Rahu, my North Node, I expect that you will be waiting for me, that you will be willing to accept me, that you will be wailing for me. And so as I go down into the 8th house, into the deep, deep waters to visit my sister, I will go for a couple of months or a couple of years. But when I return, I will return transformed. I will return absolutely rejuvenated, revived, and I would have defeated death, and I would have been reborn. And so, Venus, the goddess of love, the goddess of beauty, the goddess of luxury, went down into the waters. Deep, 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 deep she went to visit her sister. And when she arrived, visiting her sister, Pluto, she got rejuvenated, reborn. A rebirth took place into a powerful, transformative love that was within the goddess. And after some time, after a while, after a long, long while, she got out of the water, and she had more energy, more power, more transformative love, that when it touched you, you would be renewed in love. And so she ascended into the 2nd house, her home of luxury, her home of family, her home of stability and material gains. And so when she went with the hope to find her lover Rahu waiting and wailing for her. But as she came closer, she realized that her lover Rahu, the North Node, was instead enjoying himself with other women, making other families, forgetting about her, and she was infuriated. She was furious, disappointed. And so, because Venus, the goddess of love, can also be a transformative wind, can turn into a powerful anger. And so she got angered with disappointment, with heartbreak. And she said, "Oh, Rahu, my North Node, why would you not wait for me? Why would you not wait for me? I asked you to wait for me as I descended into the dark, dark waters of the 8th house to see my sister Pluto. I asked you to wait for me, but you did not. I come here and you've given all of our stock to other women and made families with them. You brought third parties into our love, into our home, into our family. And now I have stepchildren, stepdaughters, stepsons all over this city because of you, because you could not hold your greed, because you could not hold your dissatisfaction. How could you break my heart?" And so, in her anger, the goddess of love, Venus, she chose for Rahu to go and replace her in the 8th house. She chose Rahu to go and take her place in the 8th house. And so, as a punishment, Venus sent her Rahu packing into the 8th house. And when Rahu got into the 8th house, it was a new world for him. It was a world of spirituality, a world of darkness, a world of taboo things, a world of the occult, a world of the power of death, dying and rising from it, accidents. And for Rahu, who was accustomed to family, to stock, to good food, to money, to bank, to wealth, and now he got transformed. And as he was being transformed, he took on a new name, and he said, "My name will now be Ketu, because I am lost in this world. I do not have my head anymore. I need to feel my way around in this world. I can no longer see. I am underneath the water. I can no longer hear. The massive noise of the water is blocking my hearing. I can no longer taste the good food. I am lost. I am distanced from what I'm used to. And so I take on the new name, and I'm Ketu now. But in me being Ketu, I still long for my lover Venus. I feel separated from my lover. The separation that I feel makes me lost, confused. I feel broken in this relationship. I feel rejected. I feel alone. I feel confused, loveless. But I know that she still thinks about me, but I cannot connect to her. I cannot feel her love directly, but I can sense it. And so I will keep on longing to go back again and again and again to her. And I will keep on longing for her to come down here in this new world that I am in with her sister, Pluto. And so I will have to learn the things of her sister, the world of her sister Pluto, the spirituality, being alone, being in a motion of seeking the truth, being in the research motion, trying to find myself. Yes, this is what I will do. I am now Ketu, the South Node. But I still feel connected to my love, Venus. Oh, and so the dance started of Venus, Rahu, and Ketu. And so this is why today the goddess of love, Venus, has a beautiful relationship with both Rahu and Ketu, because in fact this is one person who is her lover. The end. A bientôt. Ciao, ciao.